Welcome to Sacred Heart Academy. Come inside and see where leaders are made.
Sacred Heart Academy is a 4-year preparatory school for young women sponsored by the Sisters of St. Joseph. Each year, approximately 200 students from diverse socioeconomic backgrounds are admitted. We have a highly trained, well-qualified, intellectually prepared, and engaged faculty. The student-to-teacher ratio is 13:1. This gives students more attention and more opportunity to be challenged.
Welcome to Sacred Heart Academy, where we take the lead. One of 6 CSJ-sponsored schools, our mission is steeped in the Sisters of St. Joseph, whose schools foster union with God, with all people and creation, and are committed to nurturing inclusive love, unity, reconciliation, justice, and peace. We are committed to the core values of spirituality, academic excellence, leadership, service, and community. Our vision is to infuse our mission with innovation. Mission keeps you true to who you are. Vision calls you to dream of a future we desire. Put them together and you have the inspiring and challenging work of Sacred Heart Academy.
One incredible opportunity at Sacred Heart is that we have a Bloomberg Financial Lab. We are the first all-girls school in the country to have a Bloomberg Lab, which is absolutely incredible.
I'm hoping to have a career in finance or management, and I've actually been enrolled into the Bucknell Business School. And here at Sacred Heart, we have a Bloomberg Financial Lab, which has really allowed me to see how the stock market works and learn about it early on in my life. And I'm hoping that that will help me as I continue in my finance career at Bucknell.
Our senior year economics class, all seniors are required to become Bloomberg certified, which looks incredible on your resume because very few high school students have that on their resume. So it looks really good applying to colleges and then applying to jobs in the future. Especially I want to have a future in business and investment banking.
Being that it's all girls, your confidence just skyrockets.
I think being in an all-girl environment really enables you to be more of a leader and have more woman empowerment.
Inside the classroom, they're more confident. They'll raise their hand answering a more challenging question. Outside of the classroom, they might join student council or Red and Gold, start their own club.
Coming from a co-ed elementary school, silly things like being afraid to raise my hand really changed when I came to Sacred Heart. Not afraid to give my opinion in class, never stifled, and you just feel like you can grow.
So math is typically a field where women are underrepresented. In the last 10 years I've been at Sacred Heart, the girls are coming back telling us they're majoring in math, they have jobs in finance, they're becoming engineers, all because their passion for math started here at Sacred Heart.
And I found that I fell in love with math, and also I liked economics this year. So those really inspired me to look at a career in business or investment banking. And University of Pennsylvania has the Wharton School of Business, so I set my heart on going to Wharton, and with the help of the teachers who wrote my recommendation letters, the amazing guidance counselors, I was able to fulfill my dream and go to Wharton and University of Pennsylvania.
During their laboratory experience, they'll be able to have hands-on exposure to much of what they want to study, whether it be in biology or chemistry, environmental science, or physics. In addition, we have a very open access program for our advanced placement courses. That allows our students to not only show college-level class preparation and the ability to manage very rigorous classes, but it really allows them to look more deeply at topics that they are interested in and see where they can be successful. In addition, we have courses such as bioethics, human anatomy and physiology, and clubs like the Women in Healthcare and Medicine Club that allow young women to take the time to learn about what they are passionate about and what they might like to explore by meeting other physicians, nurse practitioners, anesthesiologists, dietitians, nutritionists, and everyone in the healthcare world.
I think leadership here is really important because seeing around the world like women emerging in leadership roles gives us inspiration to know that we can do what we want and that we do have that power within us.
One of the great leadership opportunities I got here at Sacred Heart was being able to be the captain of the varsity soccer and lacrosse teams. Through this role, I was able to realize how important it is to be a great role model to younger girls, because they're able to learn through me and strive to act just like a leader.
You know, part of our mission statement is inclusive love, unity, reconciliation, peace, and justice. And while those definitely have religious connotations, it's really going into your communities and making the world a better place. So I think that makes you a leader.
There are many different service opportunities. One of the clubs that I moderate is called Seniors for Seniors, and that's when our senior students go to a senior center. They go to the Atria in Lynbrook on Saturdays, and they polish nails, and they do arts and crafts, and it's a give and a take, because both sets of seniors, whether they're students or adults, are receiving so much from the other senior.
We're doing an outreach program where we take kids from Sacred Heart and bring them and hopefully teach them new lessons that we've learned here. Giving back is a blessing because it really shows us how lucky we are to have the education we have here, and also being able to do service opportunities and outreach programs through Sacred Heart and for other people.
Shaw students get a great opportunity to travel the world. We've gone to Spain, we've gone to Poland for World Youth Day, and we've experienced our Christian faith, our Catholic faith, with young people throughout the world.
I think I've always been a very spiritually centered person, and having it at the center of what Sacred Heart truly is to me, and having it as a comfort, and having it as a huge part of all the celebrations we have together and everything like that, I think is a beautiful thing, and it's definitely a crucial part of my love for Sacred Heart.
And I like knowing that I have God with me whenever, throughout my whole life, especially even before a soccer game or before a race. We always pray together as a team.
Catholic education really allows you to express yourself, especially at this formative time in a young girl's life with peer pressure and the troubles in school and the load of work. Religion actually really helps you center yourself.
How Sacred Heart excels in all different aspects, not only academics, but also sports. Especially our soccer team. We're state champions last year. Hustling hard at 3! 1, 2, 3! Hustling hard! And also captain of winter track and spring track. And it's been a really great part of Sacred Heart because I love being a leader and being able to encourage girls to join the team or to try harder or to be more enthusiastic about the sport, and especially when I'm on the soccer field or before a race.
I've been on the varsity lacrosse team for 4 years, so I've had the privilege to be a captain for 2 years, my junior year, and I'm going to be this spring season for my senior year. And it's allowed me to really teach a lot of the younger players and bring them all into our family and make them feel welcome at such a young age, since that's what the captains did to me my freshman year.
The girls are taught not only how to play the game, but there's a message to the game. They're taught character and sportsmanship. The women's soccer team, first in the state last year. The women's lacrosse team, which my daughter Molly plays on, the last 2 years has been in the championship game.
I feel like Sacred Heart's strong academic and athletic programs here have really prepared me for my college future. I'll be playing lacrosse at Bucknell University, and also the strong academics at Sacred Heart, where I've filled my course load with rigorous honor and AP courses, have really prepared me for the workload I'm about to have at Bucknell University.
It's really such a special thing, and it feels like no matter if it was red and gold from 10 years ago or now, it's still the same kind of energy, and it's something so special. Put something together that's literally just so amazing, because in my opinion, gold kick line, it really doesn't look like a typical high school club. It really looks like a professional routine, and it's so fun to be a part of.
I'm performing lead as the Snow Queen, and I'm also the co-president of the Executive Dance Board. I think it's really exciting because I've learned so much from Nutcracker during my 4 years, because really it's just a mixture of girls with so many different dance backgrounds, and everyone comes together and brings in her own flair, and it creates a really beautiful performance, and I'm excited to lead it. One thing I like about leadership is it really pushes me to my fullest potential, because it does give me a lot of responsibilities that I have to fulfill.
I have to oversee all the other dances.
Again, on the second one, center, it's just before I turn, down,
and make sure like everyone else has like is clean, everyone knows the steps, and like everyone has good technique to like perform and like have a good like presence. Having a leadership role is like, it's kind of fun to like be in charge, but it's also like stressful because everything, like even someone else's dance is still my responsibility. So I have to like really be on top of everything and make sure that everyone like looks their best to have a good show.
I'm the student technical director for the Nutcracker this year. The caroler fade-on needs to be cleaner. And like when you dim it, like make sure it's a little bit darker for the soldiers, and then that way when you bump it back up, like it's a big transition. I think it's taught me to be a leader. Sound, get ready. We're gonna do a fade-on. Also lights, can you turn on house lights? And you know, when you say over the headset, open curtain, and then the curtain opens, it's kind of a cool feeling because it's like, oh, you have a little bit of power, you know.
In a world that is often uniquely challenging for women, Sha students and alumni have a recognizable sense of self.
At Sacred Heart, for the very first time, someone told me that they thought I was a writer. And throughout the course of the year, I got a little better, and then at the end of the year, in my final paper, she wrote at the bottom, "Remember, Kelsey, you are unequivocally a writer." Most recently, I just graduated from law school. I went to Columbia Law School. At law school, I was fortunate enough to become editor-in-chief of the Columbia Law Review.
This is my 8th novel. The 9th Hour is my 8th novel. I remember it was probably by senior year. Sister Constance took me aside, and I had been doing this since freshman year. I had been the skit writer. And said to me, "You know, you are very good at this." And I think probably up until then, I just thought, I'm the only one who wants to do it. I'm sure that I would not have had the courage in another setting.
I'm a tax partner with Ernst & Young, currently focusing on some of the largest hedge funds around the world.
Who's that? Is that Dora?
What do you want me to do to build?
Sacred Heart instilled in me a sense of confidence that I didn't have walking into Sacred Heart. It's really a culture and an environment where you want to get involved, you want to participate, you're encouraged to be a leader. You really realize pretty quickly the importance of balancing your academics with your extracurriculars, and I think that lesson has stayed with me even today, trying to manage an intense career with a large family.
Am I a little surprised that I went to an all-girls high school and I ended up becoming an FBI agent? Yes and no. Yes, I'm surprised because I never knew that women could become FBI agents. And no, I'm not surprised because Sacred Heart taught me I could do anything I want to do.
There's never been a more important time for Sacred Heart and Sacred Heart's relevance in the community. Women in today's society have such a special moment in time where we're ready to really empower.
So the world needs us right now. We all know that there are deficiencies that need to be filled both environmentally, in the justice system, in medicine, and in the arts. And when I look at the Sha graduates that I know, my 2 sisters, my 2 nieces, they leave this institution ready to go fill those gaps because they're strong women, they're smart women, and they're women who are willing to continue to learn and continue to educate themselves and seek and find answers.
Every day I see our girls growing in confidence, taking on leadership roles, and leaving Sacred Heart ready to take on the world.
After we graduate Sacred Heart and go to college and even graduate school, and after that, how we're going to become leaders in our community and even the country.
It teaches us to just go out into the world and really seize the day.
My last and most important message in this conversation is that Sha girls are fantastic. Molly, in the 2+ years that she's been here, has made amazing friendships. And I know that every day when she goes to Sha, she's happy, and I know that every night when she comes home from Sha, she's happy. So it is very easy for me to recommend Sacred Heart Academy to all you prospective parents, all you prospective students.
Academically, we're one of the top schools on Long Island. Everyone consistently gets into great colleges. This year we've had several girls get into Ivy Leagues.
I'll be going to University of Pennsylvania in the fall, and I received over $40,000 in academic scholarships. I'm attending UConn in the fall. I'm studying pre-med and received $80,000 in academic scholarships.
I'll be going to American University. I'll be studying political science, and I received over $30,000 in scholarships.
In the fall, I will be attending Gettysburg College as an
an Abraham Lincoln Scholar, double majoring in health sciences and Spanish.
I will be headed to Quinnipiac University on an academic scholarship for the next 7 years to get my doctorate in physical therapy.
I'll be attending Penn State University in the fall, majoring in biology, and I've received over $180,000 in academic scholarships.
I will be attending Iona College in the fall on an academic scholarship.
I will be attending the University of Delaware for finance, and I received a presidential scholarship.
I'm headed to Syracuse University in the fall on an academic scholarship to study informational studies and management.
I received a full scholarship to study nursing at the Catholic University of America.
I'm headed to Fairfield University in the fall on scholarship to study nursing.
I'm heading to Stony Brook University in the fall to study biology.
I'll be attending Adelphi University in the fall on a presidential scholarship.
I am attending Adelphi University. I am studying art and psychology, and I have received over $35,000 in academic scholarship.
I'm going to be an engineering major at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute on an academic scholarship.
I'll be attending Long Island University in Brooklyn on a pre-med track with a full academic scholarship.
I will be attending Dartmouth College in the fall, studying African American Studies and Media and Film.
I will be attending Malloy College in the fall to study nursing, and I have received over $50,000 in academic scholarship.
I'm going to Kenyon College to study psychology on an academic scholarship.
I will be attending Northeastern University in the fall, studying business on the Presidential Honor Scholarship.
I'll be attending Dartmouth College in the fall, and I'll be rowing on their crew team.
Thank you for visiting. We hope you come back and shadow one of our students.
To learn more about Sacred Heart Academy and how we take the lead with
courage,
compassion,
and commitment.
We lead with heart. We lead with heart.
I invite you to visit Sacred Heart Academy. Spend the day here and watch our girls take the lead. It's hard not to be impressed by the extraordinary energy and enthusiasm of our students. Welcome to Sacred Heart Academy.